Shit! How did I not do it?
Round table discussing the way that we get to the rack. Matter the game that you play, I'm just stating the facts. The aim of the game to be caking and making the max. I was 20 with a stack, 19 with a plaque, 18 neck icy with my Kango hat. I told him, run it back. Let's run the numbers up and run it back. You see us out here getting to the bag. Run the numbers up and run it back. Run, 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 run it back. Let's run the numbers up and run it back. Oh, when we get the bag. Yeah, don't you get too mad. Run, 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 run it back.
We're about 15 miles from the Atlantic coast in the northeast corner of Florida. Welcome to Everbank Stadium here in Jacksonville. All right, we're just about set for football. The crowd is definitely ready. So are we. Off we go on EA Sports. Now an opening past the 30. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
Great job. Hey, run. Hot.
Right to the air goes Lawrence. That's into the hands of Travis Etienne. 13 yards to start that drive. And a quick first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Here's 2nd and 6.
Hey, Lion. Go. Here we go, sir.
From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. Right back to Thomas. He's got it again. 18 yards on the catch and run will move the chains.
Well, there's fast starts, Mike, and then there's this. It just seems like it's completion after completion, and now they find themselves in plus territory. Every team has their fringe red zone down to their red zone plan, and once you cross midfield, you got to be thinking 6, at the worst 3, but you're coming away with points.
On the ground, here's the Clemson product, Travis Etienne. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Safe right. Safe right.
At the 33-yard line.
Silver.
Once again, it's ETN. And he will work his way down inside the 30. A pickup of 6.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
On 3rd down, here's ETN. They'll put him down right at the 20, but they'll also move the sticks. That is a 1st down picked up.
Let's go.
Throwing is Lawrence. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back.
So often for a defense defending the passing game, the most difficult guy to account for is the running back out of the backfield. So a really nice job here bringing him down before he has a chance to pick up any yards after the catch.
2nd down, Lawrence. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. And the Jaguars are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them down to the 1.
Red on red.
They'll run it here with ETN. And that big offensive line. Clearing space. He's in. Travis Etienne. Touchdown, Jacksonville. It's his 4th touchdown on the year. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
All right. Like you texted.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5.
Here we go.
They put a receiver in motion to the left. Throwing on 2nd down. Stroud. Now, oh, the ball is out. The Jaguars have it. And he is going to bring this one back. They force the fumble, and it leads to a defensive score. Oh, man, what a start for this team. 2 drives, 2 scores, and it's both their scores. First one by the offense, and Greg, now the defense gets one on the board.
Yeah, and this is just a dream scenario, Mike. I mean, you talk so often, guys, we got to start the game and capture some momentum. We have to go out and impose our will on our opponent. In this case, both sides of the ball have clearly come to play. We get a special teams touchdown, Mike, and we can go for the trifecta.
Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. Stroud to throw here on first down. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up second down.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up third down. They'll try to get this one on the ground. Early big play here. They're going to go for it on fourth down. They will indeed go as they look to throw. That's taken in.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. Now a give up the middle. He'll get this ahead for about 3. Foye Aluakin with the play. Second and 7. Here's Stroud. Throwing over the middle. This one is complete. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
It's so early in the game, you have to be careful now as coaches and players that you don't find yourself trailing early and get out of your game plan. There is so much time left. Stick to what you've worked on all week. There's plenty of time to chip away and see if you can make this thing close come the fourth quarter.
Good blocking to the 15. And he's going to be taken down.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, his offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game.
This is going to be caught for a touchdown. But there is a marker down. And you can tell they know this is coming back. The extra point try forthcoming. He's got it. And the Desperados are on the board. It's now 14-7. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kicks away. The return starts from the 5. Oh, he's got room past the 30. A good return as he takes it across the 30.
Decent 24.
They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry. And he'll bring this to about the 34-yard line. Tackle there by Will Anderson.
Hey,
They face second down and 7.
I'm gun. Hey, easy. Ralph. 11. 13, Lou.
Now whistles here, and a penalty. I think somebody moved early up front.
Hey, run. Here we go.
Lawrence now on second down. That's complete to ETN. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down. So they'll talk over what to do on this third down play as we have hit the end of the first quarter. 14-7 is our score. We'll have more from Jacksonville after this. Here's a third down and 4.
Hey, go.
Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. He's got his man. It's complete to Thomas.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on third down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
Hey, Lion.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Silver.
Back to throw. Lawrence. Catch made right side by Thomas. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Now second down throw for Lawrence. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. The screen works for 10 yards and a first down.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a first down. A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
11.
Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
It is 3rd and 10.
Hey, let's go. Here we go.
On the draw, the give to ETN. A field goal, no gimme from this distance. They'll go on 4th down.
A gain of 6 yards. It's 4th down.
Go. Take right open. It's hot.
To throw is Lawrence. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on downs.
You know, more often than not in the NFL, games are won based on who wins critical downs. Well, that 4th down attempt right there was exactly that, and this defense came up huge for a big-time 4th down stop.
Drive will start on the ground. He is met and dropped. Good defense. Loss of a couple on that play.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Brought in by the tight end, Cole Kmet. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. They'll turn and hand this one off. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's second and 5.
Here we go.
Here's Stroud. Oh, he tried to throw it back across his body, but it's intercepted. And the Jaguars will have great field position right around midfield.
I would love to see his weapons do a better job, Mike, especially in the middle of the field, getting open in these zones. I just feel like there's been tight coverage, a lot of little windows to throw through, and yes, anytime you turn the ball over, it's on the quarterback, but the rest of this supporting unit needs to do a better job helping.
On red.
The drive begins with a carry from Etienne. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings them down for a loss.
Now a loose football. The defense has it.
And as you can see with that fumble, Mike, it really just goes back to the fundamentals of how they're taught to carry the ball. And they talk about the points of pressure. And the biggest thing really, Mike, is you want the front tip of the ball, the part where your fingers cover, to always be higher than the back tip of the ball. So often you see that front tip go down, and it makes it so much easier for that defender to kind of rake it out. So you want pressure against the outside of the ball, both tips, the inside of the ball, and then keep that front point up.
2 minutes to go here till halftime. Back with more from Jacksonville after this timeout. Here's second and 9.
All right.
From the gun, here's Stroud. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down.
It's just so impressive to see how good these guys are, especially the veterans, Mike. They've been out there a long time, a lot of experience. They know exactly where they are on the sideline, not only to secure this catch, but to be able to toe tap and drag that second foot. That's a big-time play by a big-time receiver.
Well covered on the sideline, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Tyke Smith.
Well, Mike, once again, this drive, it ends the same way their last one did, walking off the field, following an interception. Now, you're hoping this is more momentary struggle than it is a trend, but as hard as it is to do, they need to get calmed down. They need to reset, because their offense can...
That's over the middle and intercepted.
The best way, Mike, for a defense to bait these bad throws is don't allow the quarterback to throw the ball to their first read. By the time he gets to the third or fourth read, in this case, the defender has already put himself in position, jump that route, challenge the receiver, and that's a big-time takeaway.
On first down, it's Stroud. He's got his tight end down the field. That's Kmet. They'll pick up 23 on that one. First down for Houston.
First down, Houston. Here we go.
From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. A throw left side finds Dell. And he's not going to be able to get away. Very good coverage on the perimeter. It goes down as a loss of yards. A second down throw for Stroud. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. Now this offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining here in half number one. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Now give on the ground, just pushing defenders out of the way as he surges forward for a gain of about 5. On 4th down, he'll send in the field goal unit. Officially, it's a 36-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Desperados are back within 4 at 14-10. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. First and 10.
Lisa 24. St. Fright. Silver.
Now here's Lawrence. He'll go right and find his running back. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
On 1st and 10, Lawrence. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. That's caught over the middle by Thomas. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
Zone route running, Mike, is very simple. Once you come off the line of scrimmage after the ball is snapped and you know it's zone coverage, as long as it's sort of in the area the quarterback expects you to be, my rule was just run where they're not. And when he throws it, catch it.
On 1st down, Lawrence. He'll take a shot here, back of the end zone. And that's going to wind up uncatchable out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Brian Thomas, the intended receiver. It's 2nd down.
I can sit up here all day, Mike, and we could talk about the missed throw, but I think a lot of the credit has to go to the pass defense. Not only did they do a good job making it difficult for them to complete the pass, but I think they saved the touchdown along the way.
Go, let's go.
Second down, Lawrence. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
Hey. Take right open. Here we go.
Lawrence from the gun here on 3rd down. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
Here's a timeout, Houston. That's their 2nd. So it is 4th down, and that'll bring on Cam Little for this Jaguars field goal. Spotted at the 45, this is a 55-yard attempt. Little's kick is good. And the Jaguars will open up a touchdown lead. It's now 17-10.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touched back, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
Jaguars 17, Desperados 10.
Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand in this second half. About to get started. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. On first and 10, here's Stroud. He'll take a shot down the middle of the field. And he'll be taken down at the 30.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
11.
Stroud to throw here on first and 10. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down.
Well, that's certainly one way to bounce back here defensively after giving up a huge explosive play on the previous snap. To bounce back and come away with a sack. Now you find yourself in second and long. You can catch your breath, and the opportunity to get off the field has just gone up.
Work to do now as they come up on second and long. Off the play fake. Here's Stroud. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and it also gives some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Desperados. The kicking team off for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Desperados will come back to tie things at 17. So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. This one taken at the 7. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. They'll begin here on the ground. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
11, again.
They'll stick with him again. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
We've seen this trend throughout the league, Mike. Offensively, everyone wants to have depth at the running back position. Yeah, it's great to have one guy, but if you could have 2 or 3 that could all come in and contribute on the ground, that's the goal, and we're seeing it here.
And that's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming.
Rip, 23.
Lawrence now. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And he's going to have a first down. He's forced out. Nice pickup of 9.
A running back that can be used in the passing game is a handful for these defenses. And you can tell this offense, they're not shy getting this guy the ball. And I think the rest of this game, they're going to continue to see, hey, defense, do you have an answer for this guy?
And this will be incomplete.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner. Next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Hey, I'm gun.
They go play action for Lawrence. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But, Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. That's a great example why.
And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll run it once more with Etienne. And he will have the first down. Not a huge run, but enough to move the chains.
It's a gain of 2. That's another Jaguars first down.
Easy.
They'll look to run. It's Etienne trying to fight his way into the end zone, but they will mark him short. Down at the 1. From a little closer. Here's 2nd and goal.
Hey, easy. Route. Here we go.
They'll try to run this one in. And he'll go down back at the 4-yard line.
It's one thing if you don't get the ball in the end zone, but it's another to lose this many yards. And I think now for this offense and this play caller, they've got to reevaluate their approach down here in tight.
11,
Line of scrimmage the 4. It's 3rd down and goal.
30 left. 11, again. Hey, kill. 13, Luke. Hot.
Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. That is caught, and he'll take it on in. Brian Thomas. Touchdown, Jaguars.
That just feels like a big drive, doesn't it, Mike? Here in the second half, you got a tie ball game. Now you're able to get out in front. Let's see how this other team responds, having to play from behind.
We got a ton of time, Greg, but a little momentum feel. Come out of the locker room, take the lead. Now it's up to the other team to climb uphill. So great way, perfect way to get this second half started. Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. Stroud to throw here on first down. 12 yards on the pickup, and that's a first down.
You can see here, Mike, the impact that sending your receivers deep does to the defense. You add so many layers, and the defense has to get so much depth in their pass coverage. It leaves a lot of room underneath, and that's exactly what the quarterback takes advantage, tucks the ball down, turns into a runner, picks up the first down.
And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down. Throwing is Stroud. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. He's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
From the gun here on third down, it's Stroud. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. Truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
He's got his man, right side, it's complete. A gutsy call, but they pay it off. It's a gain of 17. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Handoff here, up the middle. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. So, both teams trade touchdowns. On play action, Stroud. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing.
This is a great example of why teams want to stay out of what they call passing downs, where a defense doesn't have to honor the run. In this case, they do, and man, the play-action pass just works off of that and can really lead to some chunk plays.
He'll try the right side this time, and he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. That touchdown puts him in double digits. Now 10 rushing touchdowns on the season. So they're not level yet. A critical extra point attempt to follow. The kick is good, and that will tie this game here in the 4th quarter. All even, fourth quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. A first down throw for Lawrence. Quick throw here is complete. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 32-yard line.
Go. Stay right open. Here we go.
Now second down throw for Lawrence. Got a man. It's Thomas. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
Every defense in the league, Mike, they stress the importance of defending the middle of the field. And in this case, that's just too much room to operate. They have to find a way to close and cloudy up those windows, make the quarterback throw the ball to the sidelines. When you allow him to operate in there, especially with that much space, you're going to make for a long day.
Second down and 3.
Hey, Lion.
He'll get this out to the left flat. He is knocked down hard. Wow, they stopped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the first down.
11 Aggies.
Lawrence gives this one to Etienne. Fighting off tackles, pushing his way forward. Good gain of about 4. Here's a 2nd and 6.
Hey.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
Lawrence. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
You never know which play is going to be the one that sways the game in your favor, and that could be it right there. I mean, to set up 1st and goal with that last pass completion, now they can really take their time. There is an element of working some of this clock down. You know you at least have a field goal try, if not a touchdown. The last piece of the puzzle is just don't give the ball back to your opponent with too much time to go down and answer your score.
13, Lou.
Lawrence on the draw. It's Etienne. And he's close to the goal line, but they're going to mark him short, put him down at the 1. They'll try and run with Etienne. And he will not get in. The defense stands their ground, pushes him back, and they force 4th down.
Well, this seems pretty straightforward. 3rd and 1, just dial up a run play and run straight downhill, but this defense had other plans. They were ready and expecting that run, and they're able to take the ball carrier down for a loss. And this has been such a tight game, but that's a big one right there. I mean, you need a kicker with confidence. Well, this guy, he fits the bill. He steps up and knocks it through to give his guys a lead here in the 4th quarter.
The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
This is 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They'll run, and that is going nowhere in a hurry. finally taken down well behind the line. They'll drop to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
The game is there for the taking. They control their own destiny, but this brings up a really big third down here. But remember, they don't have to force it and push the ball past the sticks. Even if they come up short, they still have fourth down in their back pocket to try to extend this drive and see if they can pull out the win here late.
The crowd cranking it up another notch before third and long.
Tony.
From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's fourth down.
They desperately needed that one, Mike. Down here late, they've only got a few remaining snaps to go, and it puts all of the pressure of the game now on fourth down. Let's see what play call they have in a gotta-have-it situation, and right now, this quarterback needs to make his best throw in the biggest moment of the game.
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down.
And what a stop by this defense. They know the opposing offense has to go for it right now. There's not enough time for them to get the ball back and get another crack at it. They're trying to get in field goal range, and what a fourth down stop to all but end this game.
Here's first and 10.
23. 11.
From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. That's complete to Etienne. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go.
Red on red. Easy. Read up 24. Read up 24. Here we go.
Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he'll be close to a first down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard.
Lisa 24.
Try to pick this one up on the ground. It's a pickup of 13 yards. First down, Jacksonville.
This is the moment in the game, Mike, where it really matters to have a run game. You find yourself winning here late. You want to try to run the clock out and finish with the ball. And boy, do they ever. Give credit to this offensive line and running back. They came through when their team needed them the most.
And the back judge throws the flag. He looks at the ball, looks at the clock. Clock says 0. That's a delay of game.
Hey, run. Silver.
A kneel down here from Lawrence. And that should wrap things up. So it's a win here for the Jaguars. They get the victory away from home in the division. Those are so valuable. And they'll get another shot in their place next time later in the season. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Jaguars are the winners here at home as we say so long from Jacksonville.